Okay, let's start it up now. Okay, so in the last class, we were doing AI. Okay, and in the AI, we have learned about the labels, how we can basically create labels, and we were on the part of doing the coding of it. Okay, so in the labels, what we have done, we have created two labels till now, and we have seen like when a particular word is coming up over there. So how basically the computer is recognizing it. So we'll continue from that part only. I'll just share my screen as well. Okay, so yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So we have created these two labels in the last class. And now the next thing, like after training my computer, like these are happy words, these are set word. Now the next thing is to learn and test it out. Okay, since I have a set of words over here, now I'll click on learn and test. It's very important. Okay, and then basically what I'm doing, I'm training the model. Like these are the five set of example of happy, and these are the five set of example of being sad over here. Now in order to test it up over here, you have seen like after it runs up, you have seen a confidence percentage that was coming up over there. So the confidence percentage that was coming up over there basically tells me like how accurately the computer can guess whether that's a happy moment or whether that's a sad moment that is coming up. For example, I have added a word only ugly. Okay, but I'm writing some sex over here. You are ugly. Okay, like this, and I click on test over here, and it recognized with a 77% that it's a sad word. Okay, so earlier what happened, machine learning, like if we go back to the times, so we can, in order to be a sad, we have like, we need to compare each and every sentence, like with the help of if else. But with the help of machine learning, even though we have some words over here, can see like I can compare the sentences over here like this. So this is how machine learning plays a important role. Okay, after learning a 10, since we're coding, so I'll click on make, and we have a different multiple platforms over here. Okay, Scratch, Python, Edublocks, App Inventor. So we will be first moving forward with the Scratch only. Okay, from here only, we need to click on open and Scratch. I know that we already have a website over there for the Scratch, but still we will be directly opening from here only. Okay, the reason being, I'll just showcase you the reason as well. If we directly open our Scratch, it would not train it up. And over here, you can see a emotion detector that is coming under it. So this would not be coming up over there. This emotion detector, and it has a certain options also that would not be coming up. So I want what over here basically. This is my cat, and I wanted to speak some message. Okay. So for that, I just write the code like when the flag is being clicked up. Okay. And I just ask over here. I just put a ask over here. Let's talk. It just display a very basic message. Let's talk. Okay, and it wait for the user to answer. Now, what happened? The user is answering. If the user answers some good words over here, so over here, what happened? The costume should change to what a happy costume of the sprite. Okay, and if someone is saying some sad word, the costume should be some sad word. So I click on costume. First, I need to create the costume since I don't require this one, so I delete it. And I create what over here? A happy costume. A simple smiley face I can give up over here. So I just color it up some yellow color. A happy face over here like this. And I also rename this thing as happy. Okay. And I paint another costume over here. A little sad face like this. Okay. Now I click on code. Okay, so what happened right now? This message will be click up when I click on flag, and whatever sprite I've chosen that's coming up, I want that cat to be coming at the very starting. So I write over here switch costume to costume two. Sorry, it name was I need to change the name also. Here the name is that, so I write it that. Okay, so when the flag is being clicked up, my first thing the cat should be coming up. So I have changed the costume to it, and I ask over here let's talk. So a dialog box is coming up over here. Now I want this comparison thing be happening up between what user has answered up. Now I very well know over here that I have this variable as answer which takes what the input whatever I have answered up. But now with my computer, it needs to do what? It needs to recognize what the user has answered up, and then it needs to compare with what I have trained up. Okay, so for that reason, for checking it and comparing it, I require what? A if command over here. So I just go and put up this if command after that. Okay, for instance, comparison I'm doing up, so I require this equal operator as well over here. Okay, now what things the two things I'm comparing? What is one is this answer, but this answer takes whatever the user is giving up. It also need to recognize. So for that reason, I click on emotion detector and write over here what recognize text as label. I put it and I put answer over here. Okay. And it needs to compare with the happy. So I put what the happy statement over here. So it's happy. So I need to switch the costume accordingly. So I go in the looks and I write over here, like if it's happy, so it needs to do what? Switch the costume to what happy one. Okay. I repeat the same thing. Okay. I also display a message, like thanks for some compliment or like that. I write some message also over here. Okay. And it's the same thing over here. It's sad. So again, I require this if else condition so I can easily duplicate it up. Okay. Here the answer would not be with the happy one. I'm not comparing with the happy one. So it is a sad statement. So I just put what the sad in over here. I just compare it with the sad. And I'll write some statement like, I'm sad. I just put it over here after this and let's have a look. Let's talk. And I write over here some statement beautiful. That was under my this statement. You are. That was under my happy statements over here. You can see exactly that's not the match, but beautiful was a comment that was under my happy. I run it and it should show me this message. See, thanks for the compliment. It display switch the costume to the happy one. Okay. Now, if I write again, click over here and I write a statement over here, you are ugly. That was under my stat. And you can still see over here that shows me what a happy costume. Can you tell me what the mistake that I have done over here?
You need to switch the costume.
Correct, absolutely.
Okay.
Both the places, the same costume is there. So definitely the costume also needs to be switched up. All right. Okay. Now this thing is only working till what? One time over here. In order that I want it to be like continuously working up this thing. So what I need to do up over here, I can put the same thing inside a forever loop. Okay. Ugly. See, like that. Okay. Now it's completely working fine. Any doubt in this one? Any
No,
doubt
ma'am.
in this one? Okay, great. So this is how basically in the Scratch, we used to teach student about the machine learning model. Okay, we have like different activities that we can teach up over here to the student. This is just like a simple activity on some text. Okay, or we can make over here like a chameleon activity. Like chameleon used to change color based on the surrounding. So there are like multiple set of activities on the Scratch that we can train the student. Okay. As moving forward, the next thing, advanced level after the Scratch comes the Python. Okay, Python, like we have already discussed that it's basically used for what? For the machine learning, artificial intelligence. So how basically it's being used up over here. So let's have an understanding to it first. Okay, so now we have a multiple set of images basically. Okay, let's take a real life example of Facebook. Everyone of you would be using Facebook, right? So right now, suppose an event comes up. You upload some photograph on the Facebook. You have noticed like Facebook automatically finds your friend's face and suggests the tag. Like this one is this person. Okay. Any guess how this auto tag feature is working? Any guess? Hello, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are audible.
Okay. Any guess? Anyone? Okay. No one? No guess? Okay. So I'll tell you. Okay. In the simple feature, this auto tag features does what? It analyzes the image. Okay. Each of your image, it analyzes the image. Okay. Through the computer vision. Okay, computer is basically with this digital image is based to understand this is a human image, and it recognize object like the face of the human being, the lamppost or a car. Okay, so it used to visualize the things. Okay, sometimes you would be using like special effects in Instagram, which what basically changes your eyes, changes your lips, or changes your mouth, or sometimes makes you dog or some animal funny animals. Okay, so how basically these all things happen? It's first begin with loading your picture. Okay, first your picture is being read up. Then what happened? Then the parts of an image that can be changed up according to the effects you want. That is, you want to write the new colors. That's being read up. And finally, what happened after reading? Like this is your eyes, this is your mouth. Okay, how basically it's being read up with the help of color effects because eyes color would be what whole of my screen color would be there. Eyes color would be what little blacker in the color or browner in shade, darker shade. Similarly, like you'll see the famous effects of the tongue coming out will basically have the dog effects. Okay, so the tongue is of the different colors. So basically, what happened? Our images is plays a very important role. So we will be learning in this Python like how to perform such operations on the images. Okay, how basically computer reads an image. Okay, so an image is basically, if I give you a definition, it's just what certain pixels combined together. Pixels are just the small dot on the screen. Okay, you must have seen various times, like when you zoom out the image, you'll see small, 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 small square dots. Okay, and when you combine those square dots, you get a very big image over there. Okay, now the computer reads like computer has three basic color RGB, that is red, green, and blue. Okay, and these color range varies from 0 to 255. Okay, so all the different varieties of color that we see right now, it's just a combination of what RGB. Okay, red, green, and blue. These colors just combine and give us the some sort of beautiful colors over here. For any black and white image, it's just what the amount of white light and amount and how much light we are giving and how much less light that we are giving up over here. Okay, so OpenCV is a Python library that's basically designed to solve a computer vision task. It's basically available in like variety of the programming language like C++, Python, Java. Over here, basically, we teach over here student like image processing, like reading the image, resizing the image, extracting the image. So let's have a post look over here that how basically we can read a particular image. Okay, like you all can see, like I've opened the REPL over here. Okay, now after making the REPL over here, the next thing I would be doing up over here, create a Python program. AI. That's the first task. Okay. Now, since I'm doing the task over here on the REPL, okay. So, and I need an image over here. So from this particular file, I'll click what over here, file, upload file. Okay. And I'll upload some sort of files over here. I have this image of a parrot. So I'm uploading this image over here as an title. This image over here can also be renamed. If I want to rename it up, I can also rename it up. Okay, now I've taken up this image for over here. Now I want the computer how basically to read it. So I need to import my CV library first. Import CV2. Okay, I run it. Now for the first time that when I'm running this library, it may take a little time to load. And that's the reason I've directly like loaded up this library. Okay, now the next thing after loading up this library, okay, we need to it to what? Read the image also over here. So let it load, then I'll code it further.
Ma'am, this
Yes.
CV2 is it default or you have created?
Import CV2. It's like a by default library. Like you have NumPy libraries, Turtle library in Python, right?
Okay.
Okay, so the CV2 library is like by default library. Okay, which is basically for image processing task, it's being done. Like Turtle is basically teaching like a student the basic concept, making some basic games. The Turtle library take interest for designing, right? Okay. Any doubt now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So I've imported the CV library over here. Now the next thing I want to do what? I wanted to import a particular, I want to read a particular file. Okay. So I just write over here img is equal to cv2.im read. Okay. And after read, I need to give what over here? My image name. So my image name is bird that I want to read. So I write over here bird.jpg. So this is the file that I have written up over here. Okay. Now if I try to print img over here, since in the img is what? My file. Now I click on run. Let's have a look like what output it will give you. I think there is some configuration issue. I just run it again. If sometimes you find it, you can manually also install it up. Pip install CV. Mhm. I'll just comment this line. I'll just run it up. I think there is some installation error, import error. OpenCV meeting configuration file. Let me check it on Collab. Sometimes REPL doesn't work it up. This file, that's the reason that I'm using this another file. Yeah, it's working fine over here. See the same thing, there's no error in the code. It's the same thing both way. Here it's perfectly working fine. So like I have uploaded an image over here for the bird. Similarly over here, I have this file section from where I can just upload a file. So I have this image, so I'll upload it up. And it's over here, my file, untitled. I also same way, I can rename it up as bird. Okay, like I've uploaded. Now the next thing is what over here in order to read that file. Okay, so in order to read the file, I'll write cv2.imread. Okay, bracket, double quotes, and my file name. So my file name is bird.jpg. So I have added this file. Now, how would I know that this particular file, like whatever we are uploading, we need to store it inside a variable. So I'll create this variable img where I'm storing it up. Now, if in order over here, I just write what print img, and let's have a look like what actually it will be giving me up over here. So you see over here, it gives me what different numbers. Now it will be completely like a very shocking thing. Like I have uploaded an image why it's showing me numbers over here. Now basically this, it's not showing me the numbers, it's showing me the pixels, the RGB values of the image. Okay. Now how exactly by knowing this thing, I would be knowing whether this bird image is the actual image that has been uploaded or there is some other image that is being uploaded up over here. Okay, so for that, there is a very basic thing over here that img.shape is the command. Okay, so this img.shape command, what it does basically, it basically gives me what the dimensions of my image. Okay, it gives me what? The height and the width of my image. Okay, so I just write this thing img.shape. I run it. Ouch. Okay, now this is the thing that I have gotten up over here. Okay, one thing over here would be what? My height, width, and what is this three number that's being uploaded up over here. Now, at the starting, I told you like whatever image that we're taking up over here. Okay, that particular image is what it's having the three colors, concept of the three colors. That's the reason over here I'm getting what this three over here. Okay. Other thing that I've told you that if I upload some like a black and white image, grayscale image basically, for that this three would not be coming up over there. Okay. Now, the next thing, this is the thing. Okay. Now we can also do what over here in order to check whether this is the correct dimensions of the image or not the correct dimensions. So you can go like wherever your file is being stored up and there, from there onwards, you can just click on properties. Okay. And from there onwards, you can see what whether the image that has been uploaded, whether it's the correct image or not the correct image as well. Okay, that's the another thing. Now, after this thing over here, image, like I told you, the next thing is like for each and every pixel, like when I just print IMG, you see multiple pixels over here. Okay, and an image over here is basically constitutes what of a multiple like pixels. So from this img.shape, we can even also constitute that. So I'll just tell you how to do it. So we have this website known as Yamcha. Okay, so on this Yamcha website, I'll upload this image. Okay, and wherever I'm moving up, you can see four things over here. Okay, at the bottom. One is X, that's my coordinate, X coordinate, Y coordinate. Top left corner, you'll see that when I go, it's like 0, comma 0 over here. Okay, if I go more diagonally, like diagonal, if I go, you'll see at the last pixel over here, that would be around 600. That's what I was mentioned of. Since it's a curse, that's why we are not getting exact, but approximately it's the same number over here. Okay, then over here you have the three things, red, green, and blue, and alpha as well. Now, alpha is just the transparency level. Okay, now coming to the part over here, like I have gotten up this pixel over here. I want to check whether like the color over here is the exact match. R is 17, green is 17, blue is 19. Can one of the teachers just note this thing? The pointers, okay, and the color name, red, green, and blue. Any of you can note it so that I can explain it how I will be showing it with the coding, how actually the both the things are getting combined up. Or should I note? Did anyone note it down or should I note it? Hello?
Just a minute, ma'am. I'll just note it.
Okay, just give me a moment. I'll just have a pen and paper and I'll note it down. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I have the pen, I have the paper. Okay, so you can see the X pointer is 198. I'm noting down. Y pointer is 294. Red color is 17 and green color is 17 and blue color is 19. So basically when I'm this point at X, this point Y, this point, so my RGB should be what 17 and 19. Now you'll see some changes over here, interesting changes over here. Mm, okay, so like I told you over here, image is this. Okay, and I told you that the color constant of this part over here. Okay, but the changes happens what over here, like if right now I'll show you what like yeah. So if I write over here, I'll just write like this. Okay, if I write pixel equal of my what image at this particular point, that was what over here 198 comma 294. Okay, so this pixel should give me what red, green, blue value as what 17, 17, and 19. Now, if I print the pixel, you'll see a complete change. None of the pointers over here are validating up with the points. Okay, now why the reason? The first reason is I have given the points in X comma Y format. But this is a like a change over here. Here we don't give it in the X comma Y, we give it in a Y comma X format. Okay, so this thing should become 294 should become first, and then over here the next pointer comma 198 should become first. Now still you'll see the numbers. Okay, red should be 17, green should be 17, blue should be 19, but you'll see The change 19 is coming first, right? It's not on the order like RGB. I told you the order RGB, but it's not coming in the RGB order. Anyone knows why? Actually, what happened? Why it's not coming in the correct order? It's coming the same numbers currently, right? This was the one thing that needs to be correct. Now, why it's not coming? Because earlier, what happened when the scientists were building this Python programming? During that time, we don't have this RGB color formatting. We used to have BGR color formatting. Okay, I'll also write it up over here. BGR. B is for blue. G is for green and R is for red. So you have seen it earlier. My color contrasting was R17, green 17, blue 19. But by default, what happens over here, whenever like the image is being read, it's read in the BGR format only. Okay, that's why blue color, you're getting this one as the blue color. Then this is your green color and this is your red color. Okay, any confusion in this part? Anyone? Any confusion in this part?
So,
In
ma'am,
reading
for
these color
taking this
images?
one, yeah. So, taking this coordinates, you have to go to that website, what you have said, right?
Yangcha website, yes. That Yangcha website is really useful because it helps us to what correlate like what actually I'm saying up. Okay, there you can see the image, each and every pixel you can point it down, right?
Okay.
Okay, that website is just for checking up. Like I'm saying something, but how will you validate it up, right? Okay, so that website is just for checking those things up over here. Okay, now, yeah. Uh, now image processing as it takes what a frequent amount of time. Okay. Now we have our computer have read the image. We have also understand how to read the colors as well. Okay. Now exactly why this image processing and everything we have seen it why it's take a lot of amount of time because we have collected some photographs. It's just a raw data. It's not fit to be used in the application directly due to the number of possible reasons. Okay. Therefore, we need to analyze it and perform the necessary pre-processing, and then we need to use this up. Okay. For example, let's suppose assume that we are trying to build a cat classifier. Our program would be take an image as an input and then tell whether the image contains a cat or not. Okay, now the first step of building the classifier would collect what 100 pictures of the cat. And one common issue is that all the pictures we have scanned would not be what? They would not be of the same size, same dimension. Some would be very small, some would be hazy. Okay, so before feeding them to the model, like for the training, we would need to what all them of the resize, pre-process. Like whenever we teach a student, we have a clarity on our mind, like what needs to be taught up before the class. If we give them some raw data, like right now, if you look for the AI, we have like a multiple data right now. And it's just like an endless thing, like from where to start and from where to end. But when it comes to syllabus, like they have a fixed plan for it. Similar the things over here. That's the reason that image is being readed up. Okay. Now, next thing over here is the grayscale image. Okay. So grayscale image is the one in which the value of each pixel is a single sample representing only the amount of light. It carries only information related to the intensity, like black and white. Okay, it only contains shades of gray. The shades of gray means lighter black, okay, darker black, or light gray. Only of these. So it basically shows the amount of light. Okay, now over here, like any image, any colorful image that I've taken, okay, can be used as a grayscale image. Okay, and now where it's being used up, basically, it's being used up, for example, astronomical objects or X-ray machines, where actually what happens, it's like with a real colorful image, it's a little difficult to analyze the things. Okay, images of astronomical objects usually taken with the electronic detectors. Okay. And similarly, detectors are found in the normal digital cameras. Telescopes are nearly always a grayscale. They always come in a grayscale. They never come in a colorful images. Okay. Because with this, what happens? Less information, less data is used up, and more information can be shown up to us. So, how particular image can be converted to a grayscale images? It's very simple. Like over here, I've taken this bird.jpg. After that only, I'll just write a new code over here so that you can know the difference. Okay. After that only, I just need to write cv2 dot I am underscore read. Okay. Is this the same read over here, which I have taken up over here? Sorry, underscore I am read underscore gray scale. Okay, as soon as I write this image, so you have seen over here when I write img.shape, you clearly see the difference that I was getting what over here 3. And now if I write img.shape, you'll clearly see that I'll not get this 3. See, the image height and width is same, but the 3 is not coming over here. Okay, so any image, any colorful image over here can be read as what a grayscale image. Now, any image that we take in RGB, it's basically a three-dimensional array. But a grayscale image is what? It's a two-dimensional array. Okay, so right now, like I told you, red color over here, like if you open up this website known as Color Coder, okay, and if you see over here black, that is what 255 over here, and sorry, white is this. And if you open the black perfect color, it will be showing you what the perfect black as 0, if you notice. Okay, now it's the same over here. Okay, now if I print what over here, like earlier I print what IMG, so you have seen different pixel, but if I try now to print IMG, you see the color variation only over here 01 like that. Okay, either the colors are like very basic or very at the higher range over here. Now why? So because they are only containing the shades of the gray. Okay, that's the particular reason that I am getting very lighter region colors or either very darker region around like 255, 200 grayer colors like that, or even the lower version of it. Okay, because it's a grayscale image that has been come up over here. Okay, now the next thing over here. Okay, I've taken an image. I've told you that this image is a grayscale image. This image is what a normal image. But how actually the student will be knowing up over here the image? How? Because over here right now I've never shown you that particular image. Okay, so we have like multiple things over here in order to show a particular image. Okay, one is the over here is cv2 dot I am show function img, right? Since I want to showcase you the img, comma dot also, right? Uh, okay. Uh, Stunning. That's correct.
Ma'am, this cv2.im show should be also assigned to an variable.
No, no, no. That's not compulsory because basically over here, we wanted to what? Just showcase up. So it should not be assigned to a particular variable. I think this command is not working up over here, this I am show command. Because sometimes I've checked on the REPL, this command used not to work up. Okay. Now, if this command doesn't work up, how basically we can work it out? Like sometimes what happened on the REPL, or because this is like uploading the image over here, you have seen the same command on the REPL was not working up. So sometimes this happened, the command are not working, but you want to have a look on the image. So what you can do, we have another commands over here by which we can get the output of this image, that is cv2.im right. Okay, so I want what over here? This image. Okay, I want to have a look on this image. So I'll write cv2 I'm right. Okay, now over here, the first thing, like what should be the name of the file over here? So I just name it over here. Like I have this bird.jpg and nothing over here. So I'll just write a file name output.jpg. Okay, comma, and I want which image of mine? This img image of mine to be uploaded. So I just write img over here. Okay, and now I just run it. Okay, no output, no errors. I'll just refresh the screen and you'll see an output.jpg and you'll see that it's a black and white image with all but the gray intensity of it. Right? It's the same image that has been uploaded. And with this thing, what happened? You can basically explain like what you are saying of this uploading the image. You can also validate these things up over here. Okay. Same command. If I write it over here in the above also, you'll see the colored image. The same command. Since I have written over here, I am read grayscale. So that's the reason what happened. I'm getting what the same, yeah. Okay. Since I have written over here, I am read grayscale. That's why it's coming in the gray color. And if I put the same command over here, I'll put output 2 in order to showcase you the difference. You'll see that it's a colorful image. I'll refresh the screen. See, this one is the color image and this one is a normal black and white image. Okay, any doubt till here? Okay. Now, once we have like uploaded image, we have already seen our image. Okay. Next important factor is like what all operation we can perform, like multiple set of operation over here. First operation that we can perform is what? Resizing the image. Okay. So yeah, for the resizing, we have this resize command. Okay. That's quite simple. For example, want to resize this image only. Okay. So over here, I just press enter. I just write cv2 dot I am resize bracket. First will be what, like I can upload multiple images. So first will be what, my image name over here, bracket. Okay. And then what happen, like I've given what y comma x over here. So it should not be height width. It should be what, my width, and for then my height. So I'll give 200 my width and 300 my height. Okay. And this thing I've stored it inside what, another variable img2 equal. And in order just to showcase you, I have this command over here, img.shape, img.shape. Okay, I'll just run this code. So it should be resize. See, I have given 200, 300. You will see 300, 200 because it's like reverse. These things are getting reversed up over here. Okay, since it's like a normal image, so that's why the reason 3 is coming. The same if I try to do it over here, it would not, the 3 would not be coming because it's a grayscale image. Ouch. Okay. Now, moving further over here, okay, after resizing all this image, what basically editing that we can give up over here to this particular images that we are taking up over here? Okay, uh, we can edit the backgrounds of this image. Okay, that we want to have it. We can edit the backgrounds. We can edit the colors image over here. Okay, we have this class classifier, like I told you, where with the help of which we can basically identify what a particular image is, how a particular image is. Okay, so let's first do the very basic activity, editing the color image. Okay, for example, okay, yeah. So let's, for example, I'll be sharing an image with you. Okay, I'll just yeah. So for example, let me create over here a very simple image. If I have, let me have a look. Yes. So you all can see over here that I have taken up this image. That's my whole image. Okay. And over here I have a black spot. Okay. So what I think I want to do up over here, I want to like hide up the spot. I don't want this thing to be coming up, this black spot over here to be coming up. I want to just like edit this image with some like different colors, whatever it's being of my choice. I want to just edit it out. Okay. So the first and foremost thing, like in order to do this task, the first and foremost thing that I would be doing, I need to do what? Upload the image. Okay. So as usual, I've told you how to upload the image. So I'll write over here as usual input CV2. Okay. Then img equal to cv2.imread and my file name over here. That is what whole.jpg. Okay. Now after uploading this particular image over here, okay. Now the next task over here, I want to do what over here? I want to know like at which pixel basically this color is happening. This black color is there. What's the pixel of it? What's the starting and end point of it? Now, in order to know that, that's the Youngster website, the website which I can use up. Okay, so I click on choose over here, upload the image. That's whole. Okay. And from over here, I do what? The X counting and the Y counting. Okay. You can see like from the top corner, like from which part I want. So anyone can note it down, like the top left corner. Okay. I'll make a square over here. So anyone can note it down. So X pointer, you can see like it's 147 from the like left corner and to the right corner. If I notice, it's like 168. Total 147 to 168. This thing is coming. And similarly, the top and the bottom corner, left corner, you'll see its Y value is what? 47. Okay. And the bottom Y value, if you go down now, it's 67. Okay. So I've got the coordinates well over. Yes.
Nishita, by mistake, she left and she's waiting to join.
Okay. Just give me a moment. Uh, yeah, she's there. Okay. So this is the image. I want to color it with some other color. So I've got for it over here. I've got the pixels with the help of this Yangcha website. Now, yeah. So since I've got the color, so that's being uploaded in the image. So I'll just write what image bracket. Now comes the task over here. What pixels should I give you? Like I told you over here, it's not in the X comma Y format. It is in what? Y comma X format. So first my Y pixel chosen that was what 47 and 67. Okay, from 47 till 67. Now, so I need to take all the numbers from 47 till 67. Now it's very difficult to choose each and every number over there. So what I can do, I'll just write 47 colon 67. So all the numbers between this range will automatically get chosen up. Okay, comma, I need to mention the X coordinate. So X coordinate that I was chosen was 147 and 168. So I just put it down the same number, 147 colon 168. Okay, now equal, and then I want to give what over here, some colors to it. So here what happened, I know that whatever colors are there, they have what over here, they represent what? The three colors RGB or BGR, basically in this case BGR. Okay, so here I just need to do what? I need just to put some colors over here, whatever color of my choice. I can put any number of pixels over here between 0 to 255. So I put 15, comma, 200, comma, 160. Any of these colors I have put in up over here. That's it. That's being stored up inside what? My IMG over here. Okay, now I try what over here. It's being saved up in the IMG. Now in order to get the output, I just write the same command, cv2 dot I am right in order to have a look at the changes. Bracket, my file name, file dot jpg.
Ma'am, what is the application? Means what is the use of this? Today means the whole, because look, this all actually the CV2 library and all, we are not at all actually aware. If I talk about myself, I'm not at all aware of it. How you take these coordinates and all. Actually, look, the basic Python coding if we do, right? So we can relate with our coding languages, right? But this all is actually totally new to me. Actually, it's totally new. I hope whatever means me, Shannon, we have never worked on all this. Actually, we never worked on Python as well. So it has becoming actually so difficult for me to understand that how the what is how it is going on the next. So what is actually you are talking about image processing, correct? But means what is the application of this actually? I hope I'm making clear myself.
Okay, for example, right now you have seen many editing like applications like over here. Basically, this is being taught over here in the OpenCV in the machine learning part to the student. That's a high level thing. Okay, and now for example, like you have seen many editing applications where what happened, you drag and drop and the colors got changed up, right? Or the for example, the Facebook example that I've shown up to you. Okay, you'll see like whenever you upload a picture, a rectangle thing is coming in front of your face and it shows you like this is Nishita or this is Khyati like that. Correct. Now, how exactly that has been coming up? So this CV2 library basically help us to like programs up or make up to do the task in that particular way. Now, coming to the part, like why you're feeling it difficult, maybe because of this XY coordinate, you're feeling it a little confused.
No. Actually, today's session from beginning only, I'm totally haywire only. Nothing is going because this is totally new to me. I'm not
Ma'am,
able to
actually,
connect.
Python is new to us.
Because look in Python during that time also we said Ambadi ma'am that this tkinter and all that is actually so much new to us that this level of programming becomes so difficult for us to
Understand. Okay,
understand and
this
yeah.
thing you're feeling it like little difficult to understand. Even the Roblox one,
Really,
right?
ma'am, it is totally difficult. Not little. Please remove that word little. It's totally difficult. Actually, really, means look, you are trying your level best, but I'm not. I'm not able to get it.
Okay, because actually, see, this is like a difficult, intense course, the Python coding, the hardcore Python coding, and this is more in the hardcore Python coding. Okay, this
So because we
basically
don't know the simple one, and this is going actually too high level, and I'm really trying hard to understand, but it's not coming up to me.
okay. Are everyone over here is facing the same issue, like not able to get it, the code?
I and Nishita, ma'am, because Python is
Because me and
completely
Shannon
new
are
to us.
always as a buddy we worked in JG, and we are actually facing it so difficult. Last time we told Ambati ma'am the same, that this Roblox, what she taught, or we told her about Teak Inter, because this is actually you are picking the things from a level that you can teach us, but actually it is we are not at all clear with this.
We do
So
not know basic structure of Python.
uh, same. So me and Shannon would be like on the same pace, we both, because we are actually not getting it. Sorry, ma'am, you
Okay,
are
okay.
working so
What
hard,
about Bindu
but
and
we
Khyati, ma'am? Are you also not getting this Python coding? Bindu ma'am, Khyati ma'am? Bindu ma'am, need to leave, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, Khyati ma'am.
Ma'am, it is, we'll have to actually have time to work it out. It's going very fast.
Okay, actually, basically, what's happening? What I believe, it's what's happening. Like, you need to have a like intense coding classes on Python. Okay, then intense coding classes on artificial intelligence with the Scratch. Okay, because Scratch is very basic. Like, कैसे आप करेंगे things manually, and then we need to have an intense coding on this AI. Then I believe that you guys would be able to work it on. Like, we right now have this webinars. Webinars are basically for 1 hour. In the 1 hour, like, what maximum things basically we can deliver up. Right. So if we have this intense, like more intense, like where you will like basically I thought that you already know these things. Like over here, I've uploaded this image. So this is already in the Python. Okay, basic Python, like how to
so
select multiple things together.
that's why I shared that we actually don't know this. Me and Shannon are not at all aware of this because we have not used Python in such a way that it comes to us like this.
Yeah. So actually, this was taught in the basic Python course only. Okay. So I thought that you're already knowing like how to upload like multiple things to it, like in the strings, list, and the for loop also the multiple things. How to catch up the multiple things over here. Okay. Yeah. So what we can do, we can go with the intense coding that we can do. Uh, okay. I'll talk with the team if you guys want the intense training regarding the Python. Okay, where like each topic like
If you really want to talk about Python, then me and Shannon would suggest that please start with little basics because we are not so much aware of that language.
so if you want the like intense training on the Python, okay, training coding on the Python, we can definitely talk on this. Okay. I'll talk with the team like you guys want the
Yes.
intense training on the Python. Uh any other course? Python was the only one that's difficult.
Yes, because I don't think so.
I don't
कि
think any other.
we require Roblox right now for any reason. But yes, Python. But it should be in a flow that we actually get some things. That's
Okay.
the thing.
So what we can do, like the intense, we need the outputs from you also. Okay, like I was explaining, and at the end of the session, you were telling me that you are not able to get it. Okay, so I want this output from you guys also. That when I'm explaining, if you're not getting it, stop me at that particular point only and tell me that you are not able to get it.
I tried it so hard that yes, it will come. But today only it happened that nothing is being able to.
Yeah, stop me at the point like you're not able to get it. I'll repeat the concept again. Okay. When we are like, if we are starting with a whole new Python course, okay, each and every concept would be at the details. Okay. We'll record the output from you also. Like, I want you also to do the programmings over there. Okay. Because until and unless you write the programs with your own hands, okay, you will not be comfortable up with the coding. You would not be understanding like this is the print command or this is the other command. Like, you'll see how fast I'm at the coding, right? It's just because like I've written down those codes. Okay, I've got it up. Like all the things are there in my mind. Like for example, if I ask you, A for apple, that will suddenly comes to your mind. Why? Because like this thing you are like keep on doing those things up. Similar is the code over here. Little bit practice from your end as well. And I'll talk with the team if we can give the intense training on that. Okay, I'm not sure, but I'll talk with the team regarding that if we can give.
Okay.
Okay.